Hey everybody. Mr. Danger came to me this morning and said, Mama, the microwave is broken. And I said, what do you mean the microwave is broken? And he said, look. And I said, that's not right. And he said, look. And I said, that's really not right. And I said, that's really not right. So what's probably happening is this latch has a spring down in here which holds tension on it. The spring can be in here, spring can be in here, spring can be in here, but it holds tension in here. And when it's pushed up into here, it engages a mechanism, and that's what makes the microwave work. There is a piece of trim along here that pops off that enables us to get in here and see what has broken. So I'm going to pop off that piece of trim and we're going to see exactly what has happened. All right, I'm going to pause this for a second while I do this because you don't need to see me that's doing this. All right. So once you get your screwdriver in there, you're going to be gentle. You don't want to crack any of the plastic. But once you get it in there, you can go along and work this piece of trim off. And this is what the inside of your microwave door looks like, or my microwave door looks like. Let's see if I can show you and see if you can see where the spring is. It fell down in here. Might be a little difficult. Oh, there it is. Ta-da! And this here, I'll pull that out in a minute and show it to you, is what the spring hooks up to. All right. So, I'm going to fish out. Put my screwdriver and fish out the little spring. So this is the spring. It's not broken. It's a pretty strong little spring. So what probably happened is something on this arm snapped. Now, how do you come off? I can't see. All right, hang on. I'm gonna go find a flashlight. All right, I'm back. I went and got a flashlight. And when I paused, I also fished this out because it took some finagling, and I'll show you why. This is the slide mechanism, and it goes into here, and when it's working properly, it engages the microwave. But this little bit here is broke. So there's probably a plastic bit somewhere down in there. And it had a little hook on it. And so the spring hooked onto here and then hooked on a piece down in here. And that's what kept tension on this. So it's broken, and it's kind of a pain to get in and out of the door because you have to lift it up and disengage it from the frame and get it out of a very tight space. So I figured I'd pause. I also paused to pull the knobs off of the stove because I almost set the pants on fire. Turned the gas on. Figured you didn't need to see it. Home improvement DIY should not involve setting one's pants on fire. So, what is the fix for this? I could order a part. I could order another one of these and hook it up. I could also... Oh, there's a little plastic bit. Broken bit. I could also, there's a lot of these little flanges in here. I could, as long as there's tension on this, holding it in the up position. There's tension on the down position. So it's going to go. I could put a little hole here and put the spring in there, which is one of the solutions I found on YouTube, and hook the end of the spring in there's a little hole down here in the frame, which I could hook the spring into, and that might do it. So I'm going to put a bit in the drill, and I'm going to put a hole in the bottom of the latch mechanism, and I'm going to hook up the screw. I'm going to hook up the spring, and we're going to try it and see what happens. So I'm going to put you on hold. Okay. Hole in the bottom of the mechanism, and the spring fits in there pretty well, but it wants to pop out. So I'm going to use a razor knife, and the plastic is really soft, so I'm just going to carve a bit of a channel here to hold the end of the spring so that it has less of a chance of popping out. And because this is not Tanaka Lab, I am going to refrain from drawing blood. That's better. That does not want to pop out. And I might actually take a pair of pliers and give it a little squeeze. Be right back. Hello. All right, because this is so tiny, I'm just using a pair of really small needle nose, jeweler's needle nose actually, and I just want to give it a squeeze to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. There we go. All right, so this is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to snap this back in, and I'm going to line it up in the frame where the holes are, and I'm going to keep the spring from falling off. So I'm going to hold on to that with my hand. So we are where we need to be. It's lined up. And theoretically, those pliers. Oh, that sounds awful. So what's going on here is all right. Spring. Sprung. Okay. So you kind of need like multiple hands here. So get the spring and hook it on there. you have a working microwave. And it doesn't explode. So, it's a little tight, but the spring will loosen up over time. So you're gonna feed your molding back on, snap that into place. So hold the mechanism up a little bit. There we go. Snap, 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 snap. Make sure it's all nice and tight. Voila. Mom's fix stuff. I'm kind of sort of thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Not sure. If I do, I would be happy to take suggestions for names of said channel. I hope you enjoyed this wacky tutorial. Remember, DIY doesn't mean setting your pants on fire in the kitchen. Or anywhere else in the house. And I hope that all of your home improvement and fix-it jobs are successful as this one.